Dare to be you. Marcia was not like most people in her town. While many people followed the same routines every day, work, watch TV, talk about the same things, Marcia wanted something different. She wanted to be herself. She wanted to be happy, even if others thought she was strange or weird. From a young age, Marcia loved to try new things. She liked to wear bright colors, even when others wore plain clothes. She liked to listen to music that was different and to dance alone in her room. Her friends didn't always understand her. Sometimes they laughed or said, "Why do you do that?" Marcia felt lonely sometimes. She wanted to fit in, but she also wanted to be free. "I don't want to be like all the others," she thought. "I want to live my own way." At school, Marcia found it hard to follow the rules. She didn't like to do things just because everyone else did. When her classmates copied homework, she wanted to learn by herself. When they talked about what was popular, she talked about her own ideas. Her teachers sometimes said Marcia was different, and that was true. She didn't care. She believed being different was a good thing. One day, Marcia saw a butterfly outside. The butterfly was small, but colorful and free. It flew where it wanted. Marcia smiled. "I want to be like that butterfly," she said softly, "free to be myself." But being different was not easy. Some people at school started to avoid Marcia. They said she was strange. Marcia felt hurt, but she didn't stop. Instead, she began to learn more about herself. She read books, wrote stories, and practiced drawing. She tried new hobbies, like painting and playing the guitar. With each new thing, Marcia felt happier. She also found a few friends who liked her for who she was. These friends didn't care about being normal. They laughed, shared ideas, and supported each other. Marcia was still a little scared sometimes. What if she never fit in? What if she was always alone? But she remembered the butterfly and kept going. "I will be myself," Marcia said every morning. "That is enough."
As time passed, Marcia grew stronger inside. She learned that being herself was not always easy, but it made her feel good. She did not need to be like everyone else to be happy. One morning, Marcia woke up with a big idea. She wanted to start a small club at school, a club where people could be different and try new things. Marcia called it the Be Yourself Club. At first, no one came to the club. Some students laughed and said, "Why do you want to start a club for weird people?" But Marcia did not stop. She put up colorful posters and talked to her few friends about the club. Slowly, more students came. Some were shy. Some felt lonely, like Marcia once did. They liked the idea of a place where they could be themselves without fear. In the club, Marcia and the others painted pictures, wrote poems, and shared their dreams. They talked about what made them happy and what made them sad. They laughed and helped each other. Marcia felt proud. She was helping others find their own way, just like she found hers. One day, the school principal visited the club. She saw the students smiling and working together. She said, "This is a very special place. I am happy you made it." Marcia felt happy too. She realized that being different could help others. She could make a change, but not everyone was happy about the club. Some students still said mean things. They called Marcia weird and said the club was silly. Marcia listened, but she did not let the words hurt her. She knew that being herself was more important than what others said. She learned to say, "Thank you for your opinion, but I like being me." Marcia's family was surprised too. At first, they did not understand why she was so different. But when they saw how happy she was, they smiled and supported her. Her mother said, "Marcia, you are brave. Keep following your heart." Marcia smiled. She felt strong and free. She knew that the road to happiness was not easy, but every step she took helped her learn and grow. Marcia was not just a girl in a small town anymore. She was a leader, a friend, and most of all, herself. As the weeks went by, the Be Yourself Club grew bigger. More students joined. They all had different dreams and different styles. Some liked music, others liked sports or art, but they all wanted one thing: to be accepted as they were. Marcia felt happy when she saw the club become a safe place for everyone. It was a place without judgment. Everyone could share ideas and try new things. One day, the school announced a big talent show. Students could sing, dance, tell stories, or show their special skills. Many students were excited, but some were scared to try. Marcia wanted to be in the show. She wanted to share her new hobby, playing the guitar, but she was nervous. What if she made mistakes? What if people laughed? Her friends in the club encouraged her. "You can do it, Marcia," they said. "We believe in you." Marcia practiced every day. She played songs she wrote herself. She smiled and remembered, "I am being myself. That is enough." The night of the talent show came. The school auditorium was full of students, teachers, and parents. Marcia felt butterflies in her stomach. When it was her turn, she walked on the stage. The lights were bright. The room was quiet. Marcia took a deep breath and started to play. At first, her fingers were a little shaky. But then she relaxed. She looked at the audience and sang her song. Her voice was soft but full of feeling. The song was about being different and finding happiness by being yourself. When she finished, the room was silent for a moment. Then people started to clap. The applause grew louder and louder. Marcia smiled. She felt proud. She had faced her fear and showed who she really was. After the show, many students came to her. They said, "Your song was beautiful. Thank you for being brave. You inspire me." Marcia felt happy inside. She learned that being herself could touch others too. But even with this success, Marcia knew her journey was not over. Life was full of challenges. Sometimes people still didn't understand her. Sometimes she still felt alone. But Marcia also knew she had the power to keep going. She had friends, family, and the courage to be herself. "I will keep trying," she said quietly, "because I am worth it." After the talent show, Marcia felt stronger and happier. She knew that being herself was the right choice. She was proud of what she had done. But not everything was easy. Some days were still hard. One day, Marcia had a big argument with a friend. They disagreed about something important. Marcia wanted to speak honestly, but her friend did not like it. The friend said, "You are too different. Sometimes you are hard to understand." Marcia felt sad. She cared about her friend and did not want to lose her. But she also knew she could not change who she was. Marcia took some time alone. She walked in the park and looked at the trees and sky. She thought about what was important to her. "I want friends who accept me," she said to herself. "But I must also accept myself." After that day, Marcia talked to her friend again. She said, "I am sorry if I hurt you, but I want to be honest. I hope you can accept me, even if I'm different." Her friend listened. It was not easy for her, but she said, "I want to try." Marcia smiled. She felt hope. Marcia learned that being herself did not mean she would never have problems, but it meant she could be true to her heart, and that was the best way. She also learned the power of kindness and patience. At school, Marcia kept helping the Be Yourself Club. She helped new students feel welcome. She told them, "You don't have to be like everyone else. You can be your own person." Marcia felt happy to see others grow. One afternoon, Marcia's teacher asked her to speak in front of the class. The teacher said, "Marcia, can you tell us about your club and why it is important?" Marcia was nervous, but she said yes. In front of the class, Marcia spoke with confidence. She said, "Being yourself is the best gift you can give to the world. Don't be afraid to be different. Your differences make you special." The class clapped. Some students came to Marcia and said thank you. Marcia smiled. She felt proud. She knew that being different was not always easy, but it was the way to happiness. As time went on, Marcia grew more confident every day. She felt happy being herself. She learned that life is not about fitting in, but about being true to who you are. Her Be Yourself Club became an important part of the school. Many students joined. They all shared the same message. It's okay to be different. Marcia and her friends helped others to find their own paths. They talked, laughed, and supported each other like a family. One day, Marcia's school organized a big event called Celebrate Yourself. Everyone was invited to share what makes them special. Marcia was asked to speak first. She walked on the stage, looked at the smiling faces, and took a deep breath. She said, "I want to tell you a story about being yourself. When I was younger, I was scared to be different. I wanted to fit in and be like others. But I learned something important. Being yourself is the best way to be happy." She smiled and looked around the room. Sometimes people will not understand you. They may say you are strange. But that is okay. You don't need to change for them. You only need to be true to yourself. The room was quiet, then filled with applause. After the event, many students thanked Marcia. They said, "You helped me be brave. You showed me it's okay to be different." Marcia felt proud and happy. She knew that her journey was just beginning, but she was ready. At home that evening, Marcia looked in the mirror. She smiled and said, "I am proud of who I am." She thought about the butterfly from long ago. It was small but free. Like the butterfly, Marcia was free to be herself. Marcia knew life would have ups and downs, but she was ready to face anything because she had learned the most important lesson of all. Happiness comes from being yourself. And Marcia was happy.